Maybe we are live now. Maybe we are live now. It looks like we're live now. Mwahaha. Okay. We're live now. Motherfuckers. Alright. So, yeah. Let's see if we can manage to do this one. Ah yes, let's also actually show the page. Anyways, we were gonna do this one. I am going to do this one. I'm gonna continue to paint a little bit on this. And I am going to see if we can make this look decent. Hello, Red. And I see here he is. Yes. So I started the stream, and the stream wasn't started because, of course. But yeah, here I am, trying my best to do some streaming. No, you're not late. So I started the stream and I was talking and stuff, and then I found that the stream actually wasn't started. I thought I needed to add the coders again, but it was just me not being clever at what I'm doing. You know, take a little bit of this and a little bit of that and see what we can do about giving him a face. Yeah, I have a little bit of a sniffle. It's gonna be fine. I have a day off today because it's Thursday, and I have a day tomorrow off because tomorrow is May 1st, which is the International Labour's Day. Which we have off here. But only in the international parts of the world. Everywhere else. Everywhere else you have to suffer. But yeah, it was. I started early today with this, with the updates and everything, because I was thinking I'm not gonna get stuck in the hell that is all of the updates, and then I ended up being stuck in the hell that is all of the updates. So that one was a fun thing. But we're getting there. Yeah, so I was sitting here and I was doing updates and I was going like, yeah, it's almost done. And then Mod, who is in the painting Thursday painting thingy today, sent me an SMS asking if I was gonna stream, and I was like, of course I am. I'm almost done. That was 20 minutes before. And I gave him a little bit of... Almost done with the updates, yeah. So yeah, I wanted to paint something different last time, and I started painting this, which will be Middle Eastern inspired night, It's not gonna be middle. It's different. Of course, it's different. I'm different. You know this. I can't make normal stuff. That would make me normal. We don't do normal here. No. We don't do that one here. To quote stuff. How's everyone's week been? Has it been entertaining rather, not entertain. Has it been entertainment? These are the questions I need answers to. Been busy trying to get some housework done and working. That's been about it. This is not a bad thing. It might feel like a bad thing, but it is not a bad thing. It might feel like less of a thing than what you wanted, but it is still not bad. Vacation next week, so trying to get the house in proper... Yes. Yeah. Were you going somewhere were you going somewhere special this time? I can't remember if you told us or not. Not particular, but just back home to visit. Yes. These are good things. Doesn't have to be special, just, you know, as long as it's nice. So I have all of these ideas all the time, which everyone knows by now. And this one was just one of those ideas I got because we were playing Assassin's Creed Mirage. Wouldn't it be fun if there were something more akin to knights in the Middle Eastern region? And then I was thinking maybe there were. I was looking it up and there were indeed things that were similar to knights, but not exactly knights. There we go. Discord woke up. They just weren't really knights, was what I was saying. So they had in pre-Abrahamic times, there were multiple different types of fighter classes, fighter statuses, let's call it that one, in the region. And and several of those ones were, interestingly enough, very similar to what we would call knights. If you just look beyond the I'm trying to avoid taxes from the king type knights. Because that was kind of common in European knights. With European knights, rather. So it's just something fun to paint. Once in a while, you gotta paint something fun. And maybe it will turn out into an idea that's more than just a little bit of paint. But I have so many things that are more than just a little idea that I need to finish, so. Need to get past those parts first. So this is just for funsies now, for now. Oh, excuse me. I am looking at some references beyond these ones, but it's mostly for the shape of the eyes and stuff, so. But yeah. Let's see if we can do. That is. All right. I was looking for something. Oh no, wait, here it was. Where is it? Here. Not there. Is it here? Not there. I was looking for the thing I had looked up. Oh yeah, here we go. The different types of nights. Yes, take care of something for work. Okay, hold a sec. I have the names. Because I had it collected somewhere. I usually do that one. So I have it here in case anyone is interested later. But for now, we're just gonna continue to paint. Okay. And we're gonna blur things a little bit so that it blends together nicely. Because that helps to make this look more realistic. On a grander scale, he looks pretty okay. He looks okayish. I do think we need to fix that one a little bit so he's not just okayish. Okay. And then we need to work this one up here because this needs to have a sharp, bright line. So that this sharp, bright line here makes sense. And this sharp, bright line makes sense. And this bright, sharp line makes sense. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Dun, 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 dun. And now we need to give him some luscious lips, not luscious, but you know, he needs to have lish. He needs to have lish lips. Also, he needs to have a big fuck off beard, because beards are cool. And suiting or something. Okay, let's see if we can make you have something. That almost looks good, almost right off the bat. Almost. Oh wow, this might actually start looking good. Might. Here we go. We need to make him have a little bit more of that. Okay. We need to get a little bit more color into that one. Scotty. Okay. And then we need to give him this. I think. Back. Welcome back. So I'm gonna tell you what I found when I was researching. So in the in the Middle Eastern region, before the Muslims came to power, or before the Jews or the Christians came to that general region or started doing stuff in that general region, there were close historical inspirations for knightly rite type. So the first ones are Bronze Age chariot warriors that were also nobles, and they were called the Marianu. I probably say this one wrong. In the ancient Near East, the Marianu were a hereditary chariot warrior aristocracy, especially associated with Bronze Age states such as Mitanni and other Near Eastern societies. They were elite, expensive, high-status warriors tied to chariot warfare, horses, court service, and aristocratic identity. That's like before Abrahamitic. Then you have after, or around the time of Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. And then you have in Persia, you have something called the Sasanian Aswaran, which I probably say wrong now, but aristocratic heavy cavalry who formed the backbone on the Sasanian army. They were drawn mainly from noble classes, heavily armored, and could include cataphract-style cavalry, archers, lancers, swordsmen, and elite guards. Sources often compare them to knights, though historians caution that their economic and social role was not identical to European feudal knighthood. And then there was also something called Furushia, which was an Islamic era knightly discipline or martial ethic. So they had stuff. Mamluks, of course, Mamluks existed. Everyone knows what a Mamluk is now. But Mamluks are they're like a police/military that were around the Sultanites regimes. So where you had sultans, you had Mamluks. Or they had something to do with the Turkish empires. Something like that. They were slaves, but they had a similar... They were originally slaves, but they had a similar thing going on as knights. So when I found that one out, I went like, yeah, let's just see if we can make something that looks like a knight, but is not a knight. And then we're making these ones. These felons. It does, doesn't it? Sort of. A little bit. We're trying in any case. I'm trying, not we, but I am trying to make something that feels like it could be. Now he's looking a little bit annoyed, but that's okay. He can be annoyed. Everyone can be annoyed. You can be annoyed, and you can be annoyed. This looks a little bit too small, I think. Yes. We are getting there with some of this stuff. Maybe. Wow, whatever. Close enough. Close enough. Okay. Now we need to look at how these things move and behave. Alright, excuse me. So I'm trying to make this one look a little bit like, not gold, but something that could pass for gilded or... Hello Freya, it's a very long time. It is a very, very long time. Welcome back. And in all honesty, I've been maybe not as here as maybe I should have been. So just painting something for fun today, because sometimes you have to do that one as well. Good, good. Should do more of that. I've been slacking on the arts, yeah. I've been slacking on the arts as well. I need to up the arts a little bit. As some of you know. Here's the art of hinting again. We got to do some of that. Art of hinting is very important. Very importante. It helps make things feel more than what they are. When you hint at stuff without actually properly painting anything, people start making their own choices or make up their own ideas about what actually is in the areas you're painting. And that's a good thing. Ideally, ideally when you paint something, you want people to make their own choice about you want everyone to see roughly the same thing. Let's start with that one. You want everyone to see roughly the same thing, but one of the most powerful things you can do with art is when you make people see the same thing but with their own idea on what the same thing is. And so if you have a painting which has a lot of that hinting in it, and a lot of people will be seeing it and they will see the same stuff, they will talk about the same thing, but they will have actually interpreted differently. So even if they state the same things, if they say that, oh, this is, this looks like some sort of Arabic dude, but he has armor almost like a knight. That looks weird. How is that one happening? And then they discuss it, and then, they talk and they agree and everything, but they still have interpreted things differently. That's an ideal way, because that one means that people interpret things and their mind did my job, did the job for me. Like, I don't want them to, it's not like I want to just go like, look, a squiggly line, and then everyone goes, oh my, that looks like the Mona Lisa. You pull bullshit out of your ass every day? Of course you do. Everyone should. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, making people draw conclusions. I think it's important. Like when I was, I need to still add some of these goldy glares over here. But when I was fixing with this part, see, I've inferred and I've added stuff here that makes you go like, oh, what is this? It looks like something. But you make up stories about what you see. Good. This is a good thing. That's like literally the thing you should do. Yeah, I painted over with white for some stupid reason. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. That almost looks like something. Let's put some sort of gemstone over here on this one, and some sort of gemstone here. I already started with a gemstone here. But let's make it a bit more gemstone-y. Wait, I have another reference here. Let's use her eyes. Her eyes are excellent for gemstone-y things. See, they make perfect little gemstone-y things. Get a little bit darker up here, and then we put a highlight, and lo and behold, gemstone-y things. Actually, the reason why I have this particular reference here is actually because of the blues, because I wanted to put the right type of blues on this tunic thingy. Let's see. Wow. Okay. So what have you been up to whilst not being here? Have you done something fun? If you want to talk about it, you don't have to. I went away from the mechs role-playing. Okay. Yeah, I didn't go away from the mechs. I've just been feeling a little bit under the weather lately. And so I spent some time painting things that I want to paint instead. And when I say want to paint, it's more a case of like, you know, just random doodling rather than anything else. Seriously. Chilling with friends? Nice. Chilling with friends is important. Okay, we can actually take a little bit of this one to spice up the highlights. Okay, we're gonna do this one as well. Maybe. I've been working a lot. Since last time I met you, since last time I had you joining here on the stream, I managed to get a different job. He left a big server after one of my friends got told to kill his char on a first offense, and now the server we are playing on is buggy as hell, so we've just been doing Minecraft. That's less fun. That's less. I wasn't able to continue doing just artsy stuff, unfortunately. It became a move to different town. Now we're talking about completely changes. I did not move to a different town. But yeah. Job a 10-minute bicycle ride. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, my career shift was kind of big. Okay. Was it this one? No, it was not that one. Okay. We're gonna do this. wow, mosquitoes. Ooh, congratulations. Are you working warehouse management? That's okay. That's I work in recycling. We all gotta do something. As long as you're happy with it, or as long as it pays for being happy on the side, it's gonna be all good. Took over 2 months ago and making big strides here where my predecessor went. You'll never get those changes done. These are the things, these are the wins we want. Good. Happy for you. Let's just see if we can add, because I wanted to have some sort of background that felt like sandy place. Wait. Oh, I need to do this one with. That's good. Not good. And they pay twice as much as I was asking for, and I'm waiting for my bonus to come. Nice. Nice. That is that's a bonus. Right. That is exactly what I wanted there. And now we can do this. And we can do this. Work can work can be relaxing. I am going to need to stop soon though, because I need to do a little bit of a tour with the dogs. But we have gotten some bits with this one today, and this is all for the good. Let's do a bit more down here. Let's do a little bit more down here. Nice. It should be financing, yeah. But, you know, there's a big overlap between should be and is, unfortunately, in a lot of the companies around the world. So I'm using this one as a little bit of a background helping hand, but we're getting Finance working with me in the warehouse now because they panicked when I told them I was going to throw stuff up. Mwahaha. I would call that one a win. Okay. Stupid mosquito, where are you going? Away, apparently. All right. All right. So. No. That would not be an issue just yet. Let's do a quick time-lapse time after these messages. Okay. I promise, almost time-lapse time. Okay. Save. We should save first. Are you saved now? Now you're saved. I'm gonna close this one and close this one. And do not save. Close this one. Physical data. Alright, we're gonna take a look at this one and I shall see you next time. Morior, if I don't see you up until you're back from your vacation, then take care, have a good time, enjoy. For everyone else, I still stream normally on Sundays and on Thursdays. Today is a Thursday, so next time it will be a Sunday. Anyways, time-lapse time. Take care. Bye-bye.